I got these canvases and they are unique. They're unique shapes. So, although I don't normally paint with acrylic or paint on canvases, I wanted to give it a shot. Since this is not territory I'm super used to, I'm starting with something simple that I am used to, which is Kirby, specifically the mecha copy ability from Dreamland Deluxe. I've sketched him out. I could have done a little bit better on the sketch, honestly, specifically with the armor. I didn't do the thruster thingies super even. It's fine. Nobody here thinks that I'm a mecha artist, hopefully. And in the background, I've drawn the planets. I got Planet Popstar in there because you have to, as well as the planets from Kirby Superstar. I also put in some just extra stars in the background, although I didn't end up adding them once I got to the painting. Speaking of painting, I picked out some purples and pinks and blues, and I got in there. I kind of just splodged in different shades. I did a lot of purple, it was mostly purple, and just smushed it on the canvas together. And I took a dry fan brush and I kind of blended it, which I only kind of regret. I kind of like how it looked non-blended, but I also like how it looked blended, so I don't know. I also took a fan brush with some white paint and I tried putting in some clouds. And I took just a normal brush loaded with white paint and I smacked it on my hand to make some stars. And then I painted in Kirby. I wanted to do the background first because I was scared if I tried to do the specific corners of Kirby, I'd mess something up. Kirby is pretty easy to paint. I still messed up. I forgot to add his blushes, which I don't think has ever happened before, but it's happened now. I have not fixed it. I've given it to my brother already. So I don't know, ignore it. This is edgy Kirby. There's no blushing allowed. The mecha armor, I'm pretty sure, is a straight up reference to Gundam. At least it uses the same colors as the Gundam mobile suit, which is white and blue. I had to wait for it to dry quite a bit to build up the colors, specifically with the oranges and yellows. But yeah, I have never painted a Gundam before. I've painted a Zaku in watercolor for my brother, but not an actual Gundam, so this is as close as it's probably ever going to be. I'm also trying some new things with the editing. First of all, this is the first time I've done a painting on the channel, at least a traditional painting in a while, so that's new, but I also edited it differently than I normally do. Let me know what you think about it, because I think I like it, but it's also pretty tedious to do, obviously. I cut out a lot. And then when it comes to line art, I think this is where it all really comes together. I'm very happy with it. Line art can be very fun to do. It can also be very frustrating sometimes. Thankfully, this was one of the times that it's fun and good. I think one of the only exceptions to that is the gloves. I think they kind of got lost in translation. Be honest, could you tell that they were gloves before I told you? So that is Kirby finished. I was really happy with this one. I thought I did a really good job, and it had me excited to do the next one, which I decided to do a bit of a bolder design. I was unsure what to do with the butterflies, honestly. There's not many things I could think of other than just an actual butterfly, but then the shape is very cartoony, so I felt it would look kind of awkward. And then I settled on the Winx Club. I remembered really liking the Winx Club growing up, and they have butterfly wings, at least some of them. So I decided to do Bloom, who is the main character, and Kiko, who is her pet rabbit. I actually rewatched some of the Winx Club for this, and it is not as good as I thought when I was in third grade. I don't know what to do for the other butterflies if I ever do this again, at least if I ever record this again, because I probably will end up painting on them either way. So if you have any ideas for the stars or the butterflies, but I am more unsure about the butterflies, please feel free to comment and help me out. I followed the same order of painting as the Kirby one, where I do the background first. And I start out with this like green, blue, teal color. I guess just teal or like aquamarine. And once that was dry, I did a border of white. And then to kind of make the background more interesting, I did this weird blendy white stripe thing and some sparkles. I feel like this is actually kind of fitting to what I saw of the actual, like, official Winx Club artworks. They have these weird, like, floaty background designs where they're kind of just existing in a realm of color. And I also, to be completely frank, was kind of getting intimidated by painting a full body form in acrylic, and I was kind of delaying getting to it. So once I finished the background, I started to do the Winx logo on the right wing, which was fairly simple. It was a couple of layers of pink. And then after that, I started to do Bloom's outfit and then her hair. I saved her skin for last because I was really intimidated. Technically, I saved her wings for very, very last, but I saved her skin for last. Well, I feel like I nailed her outfit's color right on the first go. I did go over her hair quite a few times, finicking and adjusting the color. Had trouble getting the exact right shade of orange. Her outfit, I eventually do some shading and I put in all the sparkles. I think I did an okay job making it look all glittery despite being acrylic. Then, while waiting for the rest of the paint to dry, I started on Kiko, who I'm significantly less happy with the outcome of. I don't know that I nailed his color, but also when I looked online, his color doesn't seem very consistent. I think it started more grayish blue, and then as the seasons went on, it kind of just became blue. I went for a more gray blue. Initially, the other color, which was meant to be a cream, I put on way too dark, and then I had to wait for that to dry to try to coat a lighter color over. And also, when it came to the line art, I just wasn't really happy with how I did his face. Um, However, once I did that light cream color, I had a bit of a base to start doing Bloom's skin color, and I also had painted everything else, so I had no excuse but to start doing the rest of her. Initially, the color I had mixed was too orange, so I had to wait for that section to dry before going over in a more muted tone. I definitely will say painting hands that small is not an easy task to do. And finally, we're on the line art. I outlined both Bloom and Kiko, but I did not outline the Winx logo. If you're wondering, for both of these, I used a Prismacolor felt brush pen. It's not like a brush, it's like a felt tip, you know? Um, and since she's human, I tried to use some brown as well because it came with a pack that had both a black one and a brown one, but I mostly used the black. And yeah, outlined everything. I messed up on Kiko's face. He looks a little terrifying. I also had to put a towel down on her because I was scared my hand would smudge it if I just put it down. Here are both of the completed pieces, and that is all. I will see y'all in the next one. Again, please comment and let me know what I should do on the other butterfly canvases. Bye!